Nation has arrived. Welcome to Pause and Rewind, because that's just what we do here. Listen, NIGHTWISH, man. It's been a minute. It's been a couple months, I think, actually. You know what I mean? I've been itching. I've been thinking about this band a lot, believe it or not. You know what I mean? It's just hard to, like, fit in certain reactions, with other stuff going on. And been a lot of great music, stuff like that popping out. And, everybody out there has their favorites, of course, that they want to see. So just been trying to keep up with everybody. But right now, it's just time. It's just time. I got to get back into NIGHTWISH. Got to hear some more Floor. You know what I'm saying? Just check out some more stuff, man. So this one, next on the list, is called Dead Boy's Poem. Pulled straight from y'all recommendations. Still just kind of going down the list in order. Live in Buenos Aires 2018, the Decades Tour. Okay, 2018 is not that long ago. So this is nice to see. But yeah, Dead Boy's Poem. That's a pretty jarring title, but clearly that's got a lot of impactful meaning behind it. And I have my thoughts about the title kind of already, that poem title. Again, being how I started in music was via poetry. You feel me? So, yeah, I'm excited to check this one out. Havik Nation, let's go!
Yeah, what's up, G? I'm sorry. Am I supposed to know? Oh, man. I can't hear that. I heard I'm sorry, though. We'll look it up afterwards, but I heard I'm sorry. So again, just with the title alone, Dead Boy's Poem, and then having that, sounds like a boy speaking, talking, and then ended with I'm sorry. Already kind of not a like positive look here, right? It's feeling pretty dark.
Born from silence, silence full of it, a perfect concert, my best friend.
Oh my God.
So much to live for, so much to die for, if only my heart had all. Sing what you can say, forget what you can't play, hasten to drown into beautiful lies, walk within my poetry, this dying music, my love letter to nobody.
A love letter to nobody. First of all, I love these lyrics, man. Let's go back a little bit, talk about some of them, because some good meaning here.
So much to die for, if only my heart had all.
So much to live for, so much to die for. But if only my heart had a home. If only my heart had something to kind of hold on to. Because there's so much to live for and there's so much to die for. There are a lot. But if only my heart had a place where I actually could kind of feel that rather than just understand it. You know what I mean?
Sing what you can say, forget what you can't play.
Sing what you can't say. I like that too, right? There's a lot of interpretations, that you'll hear about just, not expressing yourself in a certain way, or biting your tongue, right? Holding on to words that you probably should have said, or saying something to somebody about how you felt, and like kind of being reserved and never saying it, right? Sing what you can't say. Put it into writing, put it into music, put it into, song, right? A lot of people do that. There are definitely things that as an artist. I'm sure you've heard songs of people that the song is about somebody else, or about a distant lover, or a crush, or you saw them but they were taken by somebody else, or whatever. Clearly these things weren't uttered to that person in real life, but damn it, they sure enough put it in a song, right? And wrote about it, because you're expressing your feelings and you're holding on to things, and you sing what you can't say. I like that line a lot, right? And forget what you can't play. These are great lyrics.
Hasten to drown into beautiful eyes. Walk within my poetry, this dying music. My love letter to nobody.
My love letter to nobody. I like that as well, right? Especially in the terms of music, when you're writing, and then you double up on these previous lyrics of, only if your heart had a home, and, things like that. But then you are writing these music and you are saying the things that you couldn't say, but yet it feels like a love letter to nobody, right? I'm not writing to anyone in particular, and it just kind of feels like I'm writing just to exist, just to be remembered, but otherwise it's in a void.
Never sigh for better world. It's already composed, played and told. Every thought, the music I wrote, everything I wish for the night, wrote for the
Everything a wish for the night. NIGHTWISH? Is that where that comes from? I actually never really thought about the name before, but everything is a wish for the night. Okay. Huh.
everything I wish for the night. Wrote for the empress, wrote for the virgin, died for the beauty, the one in the garden. Created a kingdom, reached for the wisdom, failed in becoming a god.
First of all, she sounds so good. But again, those lyrics even right there. And I'm looking at this picture behind too, with this little boy kind of reaching up, and you got these birds flying and stuff. I can't tell what kind of birds those are. Long necks there, but maybe swans, I guess. And he's just kind of reaching up, to the sky and stuff like that. But these lyrics here, very biblical, right? Hey, let's
Created a virgin, wrote for the virgin, died for the beauty, the one in the garden.
for the Virgin Mary, died for the beauty, the one in the garden, Eve, right? But there's double meanings there too, right? But that's kind of the overall play on those words. And then it goes into, she said, I failed in becoming a god, right? So you kind of wrap it all up there. But that also could mean like, you just had these aspirations that were just so vast, right? Like, I mean, what else can you compare it to becoming a god? Like, that's it, right? But you failed, right? You did not reach, like this picture, like what you were trying to obtain. Attain, I should say.
Reached for the wisdom, failed in becoming a god. Never sigh for better world. It's already composed, played and sold. Every
some makers cry, the one without tears. For I've given this its strength, and it has become my only strength. Comforting home, mother's lap, chance for immortality, where being wanted became a thrill I never knew. A sweet piano writing down my life.
Whoa, wow, hold up. Let's hear this again.
If you read this line, remember not the hand that wrote it.
If you read this line, remember not the hand that wrote it. Okay, this is like my realm right here. I like that.
Remember only the verse, some makers cry, the one without tears.
Remember the verse. So, yeah. Remember not the person behind it, but remember the words themselves. Remember the artistry, remember the meaning, the substance, the purpose.
For I've given this its strength, and it has become my only strength. Comforting home, mother's lap, chance for immortality.
Comforting home, mother's lap, right? Or mother's bosom, right? You're just talking about something comfortable to you. And this is a little boy talking, right? A chance for immortality. That's a heavy line right there too. Even just in spoken word. You know, people used to ask me like all the time, you know, like, what's your goals in life? And I used to say to live forever. Every single person for years and years and years would laugh at me when I say that. I don't think they understood what I meant and still mean. It's literally a line like that, a chance for immortality. As long as you are remembered, you cannot be forgotten. You cannot die because those parts of you live on forever. That's my point when I say stuff like that. It's about what you leave behind. It's about your legacy. It's about your impact and the choices that you've made to impact in a positive way. You know what I mean? And you know, that continues to live on. I literally have lyrics in my music that says, Havik can't die because the lyrics are forever. You know what I mean? So it's just about literally remembering the words and not necessarily the hand that wrote it. I like that. I like that because that's literally been a mentality of mine for a very, very long time.
Where being wanted became a thrill I never knew. A sweet piano writing down my life.
Wow. My God, right here. I love them guitar breaks and solos and stuff, man. Every time he stepped to the forefront, it's just always so nice.
Teach me passion, for I fear it's gone. Show me love, hold the love. So much more I wanted to give to the ones who love me. I'm sorry.
So much more I wanted to give to the ones who loved me. I'm sorry. So again, failed at becoming a god. You fell short, or at least in your mind, because you feel like you didn't give everything that you should have gave or could have gave to the ones that love you. And you feel like you let everyone down. You feel like a failure, right? But in all honesty, you're the bar that you set for yourself was probably ridiculous. It was too high. You know what I mean? But it's an apology. It's an apology where one is probably not even warranted.
Time will tell. It's bitter farewell.
Oh, bitter farewell.
I live no
Sad.
more to shame, nor me, nor you. And you, I wish I didn't feel for you anymore.
Lonely Soul. Oh my God. So pretty. That voice, man. So a lonely soul, an ocean soul. An ocean soul. What could that mean? I can't help but think like ocean is, I mean, that's probably the scariest place on earth, right? You don't know what's down there. It's vast, it's deep, and it's full of mystery, right? And it seems empty and void when you're on top of it, right? Because you just can't see below you, but you dive into it and it's just a whole new world. But like ocean, majority of the earth, or 75% or whatever, right? And, that's an ocean soul, a large, vast, empty abyss of a soul, a lonely soul. That's kind of maybe what I'm pulling from it. I don't know. I could be off on that. Time will tell. Bro, I'm telling you, I've mentioned this before, but when she goes like, them notes that's gonna come out are heaven's gate. You understand me? You understand? Oh my God. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Well deserved.
Okay, let's go ahead and give that a like. All right, listen. There it is, That Boy's poem. Hey, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad, man. And then the choice, obviously, to have a boy kind of reading the words or saying those words like in between in the song and stuff, beginning, middle, and end. Yeah, I mean, that just kind of gives it even more of that feel, more of that impact. But yeah, a little boy who's alive, saying these things, then dies, and then is now being remembered by the words that he wrote, essentially. But I really think that this boy, right, writer or not, is, he just put too much pressure on his shoulders, right? The weight of the world on Atlas, you know what I mean? And was probably doing all right, especially if you were a poet to begin with, right? Because that means you always had, a talent and an artistry, and maybe you just didn't quite see it in yourself as maybe others would have seen it in you. I don't know. What's y'all take on this, man? I know y'all know a lot more than me, man. I went back to my first Lantern Light reaction. I think it said that was 7 months ago. Is that right? So I'm still very new to this band, man. It hasn't even been a year or nothing. We barely over the halfway year mark. You know what I mean? So y'all fill me in on what y'all know or what y'all thought about this song the first time that you heard it. What does it mean to you? And yeah, I'll be reading the comments to see what y'all say, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the reaction. I'll see y'all next time. There's definitely more Nightwish to come on the channel. I appreciate y'all, Havik Nation. Be easy.
Yeah, they sleeping on us, bed, we wake 'em up. Cut my day ones off cause they was faking love. Had to change the recipe, my cake ain't baking up. Yeah, they sleeping on us, bed, we wake 'em up. Tryna take what's in my pocket, that's a no, yeah. Tryna one beat